right, let's see. Here we go. We live. Perfect. All right. So drop that in there and done. All right, what's up, everybody? Here we go on today's episode of the Blackout podcast. Oh my goodness. Selling farts as NFTs, selling farts in jars, and then selling them as NFTs. Just selling NFTs. Like, what is going on in this world right now? We talk about that. We talk about what we used to and maybe what we even still would risk it all for. All that and more on today's episode of the Blackout podcast. Pew, 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 pew. Whoop. All right, what's up? Welcome back, and welcome back again. Episode 109. Wait, no, it's 119. It's one.
What?
It is 19. It's January 9th.
Oh,
I'm looking at the wrong thing. Episode 206.
yes.
It's been a long time since we were at 109. So episode 206 of the Blackout podcast. I'm still trying to get it together today. I'm Jared.
What's up, people? I'm Jay. I got it together somewhat.
Yes, indeed. And we are back and at it again. Jay, how was your week, cuz?
As I sip on this coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
No, it was good. Excuse me. It was all right. Just another week down the drain. Kids went back to school after Christmas break, so that's cool, I guess. You know, kids going back to school with that Rona. Not good, but hey, they did what they did. So crazy, I mean, other than that, man, it's cool, man. Just sitting at home, twiddling my thumbs. I feel kind of guilty because I just sit on my ass all day and don't do much work, man. I feel bad. I don't like being idle and collecting a paycheck, even though there's a lot of people out there that would love to do that, but I feel kind of disgusted.
That's your job. That's your job, man.
I mean, like I said before, like company got bought out, so we still in this transitional stage. So things are the kinks are getting worked out and all this other stuff. So I'm just sitting here, two computers, laptop open, my normal computer open, and well, hopefully nobody at my job hears this. I just sit at home and watch YouTube all day and do odd stuff around the house.
Yeah.
So that's my life now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Not much more to say.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Just push through it. There'll be a time when they get it all sorted out, and then you actually have to do something. So enjoy this time of relaxation.
Like I can remember at my last job when I actually physically had to go into work.
Yeah.
There would be weeks of nothing to do, like absolutely nothing.
Really?
And
so you're just waiting on like a new project, right?
Yeah, I'm just pretty much just sitting there. Like nobody has anything to do. There's nothing coming in the door. And like there were times, like seriously, I wanted to cry, dude, because there was like nothing and I was bored out of my mind and I didn't feel like my life should be headed that way. I wanted to do something. So yeah, it just sucks, man. Even at this job, there's been times where I just sit there. It's like, oh my God, it's like absolutely nothing to do. Just want to curl up in a ball and let loose some liquid tears.
I know what you mean. I know you recently, I guess maybe the past couple weeks, maybe it was more than a couple weeks ago, put out like a new toy review video or unboxing and review video. Like, do you like ever in those times where you're twiddling your thumbs, are you ever working on like your own stuff? Just like have your own computer on the side, sort of doing some stuff?
Yeah, I do that. I've been doing that a lot, but sometimes it's just hard to find the inspiration and stuff. Like I'm even debating on even taking down my YouTube stuff. Like it's just whatever. I just don't. It's not fun anymore. It just feels like let me see. How should I say? It doesn't feel like a job, but it just feels like it's just not fun because I don't know, man. It's just doesn't feel fun to me anymore.
You talking about the job or the YouTube?
No, the YouTube. The YouTube. Sorry, the YouTube. channel just doesn't feel fun anymore. Like I got massive amounts of stuff I could put out there. There's like a ton of things I filmed that is just like, I don't feel like editing this stuff, So you could kind of tell like you could tell the quality of editing and just thought into some of those videos that I put out is just kind of gone down, even though they weren't like high production quality in the first place. Yeah. But it's just like, I don't feel like doing this. No, nobody's really gonna check this out. I don't even want people to check it out. I just do it for me. So yeah, it is what it is. So
yeah. Let's see here. What's your channel called? Hey, it's Jay?
Yep. Hey, it's
Jay. Or did you change it up?
Right. No, that's it. Hey, it's Jay. And it's crazy because there's multiple Hey, it's Jays. Yeah. And I did not know that. That's why
That's what's so weird about YouTube. Like I'm waiting for this to go.
And the whole algorithm. Oh, there I am at the top.
There you go, right there. Look at you. You're the first one, though.
Yeah, I'm the one in the bikini. You need to
be. Always be the one. Yeah, be the one in the bikini. Always be the one on top. You guys need to go to Jay's
algorithm.
Channel. Yeah, that's true. Y'all need to go to Jay's channel and subscribe. He has these NSFW videos with these cherry balls.
Well, they're not cherry balls. They're not. I wouldn't buy like balls. Yeah, because I got the NSFW covering the tatas, but
definitely cherry balls.
They're not balls.
I know. Yeah, but yeah,
never catch me buying balls.
Go like over here. Nuts. Show Jay some love on his channel. Tell him why he needs to stay. There's no reason to let it go. It's there. You don't need to take it down. It's there. Leave it there.
It's there.
You take it down, then if you ever want to do it again, you got to build back up again.
And the crazy thing is, like, I put more stuff on my Instagram than I do on the channel. Because I just film it with my phone and be like, oh, hey, that's kind of cool. Boop, put it up.
Do you, when you're creating your YouTube videos, do you have the opportunity or the capacity to make, or not capacity, but what they call ability on your YouTube creator page to make like the YouTube shorts? They're just like little mini reels or whatever. You should do that because that's quick. Like even anything that you've already previously edited, or not. I'm sorry,
so it's kind of like a TikTok video.
Yeah, it's like a TikTok video, like a Facebook reel, or not a Facebook, Instagram reel or story. You could just put that on there, and just post up like 20 seconds. And then, people look at it, put like a little quick description. People look at it and they flip to the next one. But, it beats sitting there and having to edit, for a few hours or whatever it is. As you could tell, everything on my computer is like rolling super slow today. But, it takes, it beats, taking a few hours to edit.
Hey, there I am.
Just to put something up real quick. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I feel the same way sometimes, or I guess sometimes it gets a little tedious with having to try to edit like full on videos. Or it just gets to be like, dang, this is going to take how long? Because I don't know, as a creator, you have something in mind of what you want it to look like. And you have recorded, all this stuff. You have the music in mind. You have maybe like any like graphics or anything you want to throw up on the screen in mind. And then when it's all recorded and stuff, you're like, dang, now I got to edit it. So I use a tool. I use CapCut, that app, and it works great. For anything I'm posting, it works really well. It has a lot of different little features to it, and it's a free tool as well. So I really love it. But it makes it easy. But on those days when I'm like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to edit this. Yeah, man, I sit there and I'm just like, it's like, dang, it's gonna take a long time. Like I have a video right now that I need to finish editing, and I mean it'll probably be like a 5 or 6 minute video. I think I edited about, I recorded maybe like 15 minutes worth of footage. I just need to put it together because I need to post it this week sometime. But I'm just like, dang, I got other stuff I want to do. But then again, I mean, with my business, like I always have to post something to stay relevant, right?
Yeah,
I always have to have something up.
Very true.
So I can't stop.
Very true. Yeah.
And I enjoy it because when I get to a point where, like that Can We Talk video that I did and stuff like that, when I get to the point of doing that, I had so much fun doing that, man. It was just fun.
I saw it. It was fun, man. And I was like, oh, look at that. He got his video up. And then I was like, oh, I see. And I guess the film school student in me, I was like pointing out some things. I was like, oh, he could have did that part a little bit better. Yeah. Oh, he could have did that part. But, it was good for what it was. It got a lot of responses, a lot of funny responses. So
there was that's true. There was a lot of that. And, when I was in college, I did have radio, TV, film as my minor, right? Mm-hmm. But I was more on the performance side. So I took some of the production classes, but mainly mine was on performance, and then also audio production was more mine. So I did more of the audio work rather than like the film composition work. Even though I have the books, I probably still have the books over here. I could just read them and like this is what I should have done. Yeah. But after I put it all together, I was like, I could have changed that. But at that point, once you put it all together, unless it's something that's like a glaring like misstep, it's almost like I just put it up there. It's done.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Back. It was good, man. Like the only part I said that you could have and I know it's a tricky thing to do is when you did the slow down. You did like a slow-mo version and you were singing over it, but your lips weren't matching the audio.
Yeah.
That was the only part that I was like, oh, you could have did that better. And the only way to fix that is to, when you're recording and pre-planning that you want to slow that part down, is to speed up the audio.
I'm trying to think. Actually, to be honest, I was singing the song to the camera, and the camera is also my phone is was my camera, and that also has the song, like the actual recorded song on it. So I probably could have listened to the song first to get the actual tempo, because I think I sung it faster, and so when I went back to do the post production, I was like, dang, I sang it too fast, so I need to slow it down. Or maybe I sang it too slow and I needed to speed up. Like one of the two happened. And then when I went back to actually do the post-production and put the music track on top of what I had filmed, I was like, dang, it's off. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you something, because I think I remember that part. I think I remember exactly which part you're talking about. Because I remember looking at that and I remember fixing it, and it matched up perfectly on the app. But I think when it saved and rendered, I think that's when it went off.
That's when it messed up. Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Just barely. And I was like, well, what the heck? I can't do nothing about it now,
Yeah, just post. I mean, hey, man, you put it out there. It's good. It got the responses. I just needed Tevin Campbell rib sandwich. Yeah, you just needed Tevin Campbell to repost it, man.
Yeah, I just needed Tevin Campbell to come and say, you know what, you won the challenge. And
it would have been funny if he came in at the end and took a bite of your McRib.
If only. He's probably somewhere in Atlanta or somewhere like that, like chilling out. Yeah. But that would have been great.
Eating avocado toast. Yeah.
So. If only. Yeah, man. But it was fun, and I turned that into a challenge because I had one random fan,
I saw that one as well.
Really good dude. Named Mike, Iron Mike's Barbecue out of like Connecticut or something like that. He made his own version with Our Careless Whisper, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, yep.
It was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. So I made that into a challenge for the Hook Shrub ambassadors. But anyway, get back to what we were talking about. The being the creative side, yeah, man, it does take a toll. And then if you're somebody, where you can't just like sit there, like if it's your job and you just can't, sit there and just do nothing for a while, then that definitely is hard.
Yeah. I mean, I've taken advantage of that time, especially when my wife and kids aren't home. I'll do some videos or something, or try to do some videos. My production lights they're like running out. They're dying on me. So I
Yeah.
need to buy some more, get another space, some more space. So I'm trying to revamp this my office area because I have
Yeah.
like way too many figures and collectibles sitting around. I still have some in boxes that I just hadn't even opened yet that I just don't have
Yeah.
room to put. So I need to call it quits, take a break, or just
Yeah.
sell some of my stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I get you,
tough.
man. Yeah. Now that you say that, I've been thinking about things. So there are some production lights, not production light, but photography lights
Hmm.
that you can buy off Amazon that are fairly inexpensive.
That's
And
what I
I've
did.
been, yeah, and I've been, I need to buy them. I got the link from like a couple of my friends. I just need to buy them. I just hadn't, taken the time to buy them. But the room that I'm in is like my office space, but then I also have storage of like my seasoning stuff in here. But I could definitely use this as like basically a photo room if I have those lights because those lights give like more natural light. Because
Mm.
here, like right now, like it gets dark so early, in the summertime and spring, like it's nice, and it gets like, dark a lot later. But in this fall and winter, it gets dark so early. So when I do make dinner, my photos come out like nighttime. So I was thinking as you were talking about like your lights and your stuff, I was like, dang, I could turn this into a studio.
Yeah, yeah,
Little like put a little corner of it, maybe like a little
yeah.
5x5 space, make it
and
the picture
and it's
studio.
crazy like speaking on YouTube and creating videos, like the kids, they been saying they want to have a YouTube channel, and
Yeah,
I'm like, well, do it. I'm like, what you gonna do? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like,
yeah,
you got all this stuff at your disposal, all these toys and all these figures and stuff that you play with, and y'all give them voices and start
hmm,
creating little stories behind them. Like, y'all just do that. That
yeah,
could be funny for kids.
yeah,
To use their imagination. I'm like, dang, and they're funny, man. They when they start going and start talking, they're very hilarious with a lot of things. So it could, you know, they could have a good little run with some YouTube stuff, especially
yeah.
sharing it at school and things like that. Because one of my kids, their friends have a little YouTube channel that they play video games and stuff on, and
Hmm.
you know, he has a nice little, it's okay following. He's doing all right. He's putting
Yeah,
videos out. So
yeah.
yeah.
See, that's the thing, man. My son, I think he has like some cousins that do that stuff,
Mm.
and and he has. Trying to think, he has his own little YouTube page as well. Um, he has his own little YouTube page as well, but trying to think, and so he does what do you call it? He does like I don't know. He makes little shorts and videos and stuff like that. So it's sort of funny seeing that. But and then sometimes I have to look at it and be like, bruh, you need to watch what you're doing. But
Yeah.
but he enjoys it. And yeah, he has cousins, he has friends that do that, and he's just like, I want to have my own thing too. And I guess then you get to the you get to the what do you call it, the you get to the point of trying to make sure that if they are filming themselves, making sure that they're doing it in a way where like people aren't going to go and like twist that because there's so many weird people in this world. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh yeah.
Weird and twisted people in this world that do crazy stuff that will take like a simple like kids video and like change it or twist it or twist the words that they're saying or something like that. So just being like I don't know, just being like
Oh yeah.
smart about doing it. So there's a lot of stuff. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know,
It's
but it's cool though.
yeah. Yeah, it's cool. And I think my issue is I have a very short attention span when it comes to social media. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's my other thing as well. I
That's
don't
funny.
engage with the people as
Yeah.
much. I don't post on like Facebook or Not even a lot on Instagram.
You don't
I'm
talk
just
to the
like on it.
trolls?
No, I'm on Instagram for maybe like 5 minutes, and then I'm out.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's too much. It's like sensory overload. It's too much stuff to sift through.
Yeah. I love it, man. I do love it, but you get caught down in wormholes, man. That's what you get caught in the wormholes, and then you just keep going, and next thing you know, you're like, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours
Mm-hmm.
later, and you're just like, how did I get here? I started, on here looking for, like a simple, like recipe for like a hamburger or something like
Yeah.
that, and you end up on like NFT farts, and it's like, how did I get here?
NFT farts.
How did you get here? So I don't know. It's crazy time, but yeah, man, I get it, man. I understand you. You just gotta roll with the punches sometimes. But yeah, if your kiddos, start a little Instagram, or not Instagram, but a YouTube channel, let us know, because we'll definitely subscribe. Put it out there.
We'll see.
Game
We shall
playing.
see.
Game playing. I started, you know what? Like, there was one time, I think, when Xbox had this Microsoft had this one service. I can't remember what it is now, but you used to be able to hook up, and stream video game plays like
Mm-hmm.
from your Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, like, if you had friends, or you could send it to your friends, but then also, I can't remember what it was, but I had friends that I played game with at the same time, that like they could watch while I was streaming, while we all played together. I can't remember how it worked out, but um, it was pretty. It was fun to be able to do that, and then I found another way. There's a way to actually hook up your phone to your stream, right? So like, you hook up this phone app that's like a video game streaming app, and you
Mm-hmm.
connect that to like your Twitch or whatever. And then you can connect that to your Xbox somehow, or connect the live stream to your Xbox somehow. Would something like that would it would be broadcasting your gameplay at the same time. So I started doing that, and it worked pretty cool. And I mean, I didn't have anybody who like followed me other than like the 3 friends that I played with or whatever it was. But it was fun. It was different. It was interesting. So,
Yeah.
my son, I know that you can broadcast live now, but I think the way that my son wants to be a game streamer. Like, that's what he wants to do. And he wants us to buy him like a whole PC and like a whole desk and all that stuff. We ain't got no place to put that.
Wow.
Or he wants to build a PC. That's what he wants to do.
Okay.
Which is all well and good, but we ain't got nowhere to put that. Really. So I don't know, man. It's cool, but there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. I have a question. So this is sort of on and off the same topic. So when your kids play video games,
Mm-hmm.
do they play like face up, looking at the TV, like right in front, or do they play off to the side, play far back? Like, what is their like position?
Well, usually they're okay. So lately they've been playing Fortnite. Let's just say Fortnite, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
One will play on my Xbox One, and he'll be roughly 10 feet from the TV.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is on the Switch, and he'll be right in front of it.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it's like kind of it's kind of both sides of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
And usually the one that plays right here in front of the Switch, he ends up with a headache later on because his eyes are like strained on
because he's
that little bitty screen. So yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah. So when I play, I'm sitting maybe like 8 to 10 feet straight up, like like straight up center of the TV, right? And I have to have the lights on, even if it's like if it's daylight, then I might just have the windows, the shades open or whatever. But if it's at night, I have to have like all the lights on. I don't know why. I just feel like I can see better like that. But my son, when he plays, just imagine this. Just imagine being like about 3 feet in front of the TV,
Mm-hmm.
but like off the side. So like just think about like the edge of your TV and just being like just off the side of it and looking at it like
At an
at an
angle.
angle. So
Wow.
it's like me right here, like
Uh-huh.
me, see it? It's like I'm
Yeah.
looking at the TV, like from this
And
angle.
and that's his preferred
And like
way
that's
of
how he
playing.
plays. He'll sit there with his little chair and his keyboard because he like to play with his keyboard and mouse on the
Uh,
Xbox. And I'm just like, how do you play at that angle? Because I mean the TV, I guess the colors on the TV are such that it's not distorted when
uh-huh.
you're at that angle.
Right.
But still, like for me, it would just be weird because I don't know, man. It's just weird, like not playing heads up. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm,
Not playing in front of the TV.
that's
Even if you're
interesting.
back on the couch or whatever it is, it's just a weird like position, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
I just thought
interesting.
about that when we're talking
That's
about
very
games.
interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Well,
Yeah.
wow. Well, let's hop into the show, more into the show. Um, yeah, man. My week was fine. It was a quick week. I got a day off on Monday, the day after the Monday after New Year's. And normally, when you have a day off, you go and do day off type of things, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
you don't do anything. And I did a few day off type of things, but then there was some other stuff that my wife was like, "Hey, can you do this? Can you do this?" I was like, "How you planning stuff for me to do on my day off?" You know. But honey-do lists, it is what it
Of
is. But
course.
thankfully,
Of course.
I got some of that stuff done. The next thing you know, I had about 2 hours to myself before I had to go and pick up kids from school and stuff like that. And so I plopped myself down in front of the TV, had some food with me, and I played video games for like an hour and a half. And I was like, that's what I just wanted to wake up and do that all day long, but I couldn't because I had other stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
you know, but it was fine. And yeah, the rest of the week was okay. So I will say this: the end of the week, ended pretty interestingly because I was at work and just as I was working, just sort of scrolling through my Facebook and news and random stuff, and then I saw a notification that popped up that said, sentencing on the Ahmaud Arbery case,
Mm-hmm.
um, was happening. So yeah, so at this point, everyone probably knows about what happened to Ahmaud Arbery, the black man who was just jogging and in a neighborhood out in Georgia and was chased and gunned down by, a father-son combination as well as some random neighbor that lived over there. You know, it was crazy, man. So they had already gone through the trial phase at this point, and the jury found the father, son, and that neighbor person all guilty, right, in his murder, which was on camera. It was filmed. So you could see, sort of like the chase, the shot, I believe, and then also like the aftermath, like the guy just sort of turning around and walking away like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so very chilling, and so this it's wild because when you get to that point, the defense gets up and says, "Hey, we'd like to see if you can lessen the charge or, not give us as much time." And like they started citing all of these cases and studies and stuff like that. And then for each time they did that, the prosecution, the DA down there would get up and say, "Well, no, and this is why we don't think you need to have this, blah, blah." So it was like a tete-a-tete, going back and forth.
Right.
And it was interesting watching the comments because there was so much support for Arbery and his family, saying that, these guys need to go be under the jail or whatever. And there were a lot of people asking for the death penalty, but I don't think they have that in Georgia, something like that. So that wasn't an option. But so, and it was interesting because each time the defense said something,
Mm-hmm.
like it was just like you could tell they were reaching for straws, right? And the
Right. Right.
judge, when they would cut back to the judge after the defense had their thing, the judge like had the smirk on his face, like, "Yeah, right, dude." It was like one of those like, "I know you're trying, but it's not going to happen" type of thing. And then
Mm-hmm.
he would allow the prosecution to go, and they kept going, and so he's like, "All right, let's go take a lunch." Came back from lunch, and then he, at the lunchtime, that's when he was like gonna finish his sentence and and consider all the things that the prosecution and defense had like as their last minute deals. And when they came back from lunch, he let the defense give their closing statement, prosecution give their closing statement, and then he was, then he was going to give his final thing. So after that happened, he was like, "All right, everybody," and before he even like really like got into his sentence, he was like, "I want everybody to just sit here in silence." And they sat there in silence, and I think it was like 60 seconds, and the whole thing, premise leading up to that, as a part of the case, I think the whole exchange and them chasing him down, like everything, I think it was like 4 or 5 minutes, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, at the end of it, he was like, that was 1 minute. He was like, and it was just silent. It was like, very like creepy or whatever. He was like, just to give you, like, it was 1 minute, and there was like 5 minutes or whatever that it took you, these people to kill this person. And, like in that time frame, in that minute time frame, any of those minutes that they took, they could have decided to not do what they did,
Right.
and trapping him in, and, all this stuff. And so like he had that, and he basically was like, you know what, to cut it short, he was just like, you know what, I don't see any remorse in your eyes, so father, son, you both life in prison with no parole, no chance of parole. The third guy, he's like, you know what, I have seen a little remorse in your eyes, but you're also, complicit. You're also part of this, because without you helping and trapping, Arbery, Mr. Arbery and all this other stuff, then, or chasing him, whatever, then he would have either gotten away, or maybe this wouldn't happen, whatever it was. So he gave him life with the possibility of parole, but I can't remember. There's like some amount of time that, they have to serve. He has to serve before that happens. So
and they're also going up
crazy.
for federal hate crimes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, federal hate crimes coming up. Yeah. So wow. I mean, so they're already in there forever, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, it don't matter what's gonna happen with the federal crime. Actually, I guess it does, because they could still appeal this, get a different judge, maybe have a different outcome. Those three guys, they could still appeal this case within 30 days. Man. And the federal hate crime, at this point, it seems like they would be found guilty based on the facts of this case, but I know they have to sort of try those like individually, right? But with the federal hate crime, they would still have to go to jail for a long time, so it's a lot, man. But, you had people, obviously, a lot of people celebrating, on the internet live, and, they were like applauding the judge and all this stuff. And Arbery's family got to get up and talk, like his father, his sister, and his mother. And they talked about him in different ways. That was, it was just some of like the things that they were basically talking about him as a person, which you didn't really hear about in the trial. You just heard about all the stuff that happened on that day, mainly. So it was wild, man. But in cases like this, especially over the last couple years, it always has seemed like the offenders, the people who hurt the person of color, was going to get away. And a lot of cases, sadly, they have. Like. But then there's been a lot of these cases where they haven't, like that Amber Geiger case out of Dallas, like the guy, who choked George Floyd. Yeah, these guys. Man. Yeah. So and there's several others. So so leading up to this, and during this time frame, it just seemed like, all right, here we go again. What's about to happen? But as you saw the demeanor of the judge, and you compare that to the demeanor of the judge in the Kyle Rittenhouse case, you saw that this judge actually was taking it seriously, and he there would have had to been something like landmark, like changing to make this judge change his mind. You could tell his mind was already made up, probably. Because and at that point, he had already had his time to think about it and put down his thoughts and make his decision. So yeah, man. But I think it was justice served. Unfortunately, you can't get back the life of Ahmaud.
No, not at all. Nope.
And his kids will never, or his kid, whatever, will never be able to live with him longer than that. But it was as you heard the judge talking and speaking directly to the defendants. You could tell he was like, you could tell that he knew that the world's eyes were on him. You could also tell that from my perspective, it looked like he had a genuine like feeling that these people were like the worst of the worst type of people, and they did need to be put away, and they did need to go away for what they did. So, yeah, man. So it was a landmark decision. I think that as these types of decisions happen, and more and more cases like this are tried, hopefully you'll have similar judges that have, sort of a mindset, that's looking at the facts, looking at it as a human being, rather than, from a different standpoint. And then the DA who tried to cover it up for the father-son duo, she's going to be going on trial soon too for doing that. So she'll probably be put right in jail right with them to some degree. I don't know what the charge or what the time frame is for that, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy time.
As well. No.
Crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were on trial. Yes, 2 days, was that yesterday? A couple days ago, last week sometime. Mm-hmm. Not until you said something. Honestly, I just hadn't been keeping up, but now that I know, hey, serve your time. Well, the rest of your time, the rest of your life, they gonna be in there unless you said that appeal comes about. But nope, you could stay up in there for killing that man.
Yeah, if the appeal comes, it is what it is. But they would have to. To prove like beyond reasonable doubt, that they shouldn't be in jail like that. But then they also have the federal, case to like deal with, and if they, if that doesn't work out for them, then then they'll also be in jail for those, for that amount of time. So it's sort of wild, man. It's wild, but yeah, man. So that was a good decision. There were a lot of people who were obviously happy about that. So, yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yes, it is. Wow. Well,
yeah. So yeah, man. So that is that. There's other random trials and cases going on right now as well. Just a lot of random stuff happening, but that is what it is. Trying to think what else we have here. So, there we go. That's all I got. So I got I do have something else, but we'll talk about that later. So,
okay,
what do we want to transition to? What we got next?
Wow. Well, I guess if we want to get on something lighter, if you want to call it that, a little more humorous, if you will.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned it in the opening of the show. Farts, man. I don't know how we go from arresting people and getting, prison time to farts. It's a crazy transition.
Definitely a stinky thing to change to.
Yeah, both of them are stinky and
a stinky subject.
Stinky subjects. Instagram, or an influencer, if you will, if you want to call her that. Stephanie Matto is selling her farts in jars as NFTs. I don't know. Yeah. How I
can you share it on here? Can you share that story?
Let's see if I could find the actual story. I have her Instagram page, not Instagram, Twitter page up. That kind of shows a little bit
This
Let me see
is
if I can
insane.
very insane. Let's see. Share screen.
Wow. I don't even.
Right here. Share. So
This is unbelievable here.
is it up there?
Fart jars. What is this? Is this her Instagram? What is this?
This
her
is
website?
her actual website, Fart
Oh my
Jars
gosh.
NFT. So, and
Wow.
this is her
Wow.
Twitter page. So I started looking at
Wow.
this. This just came across, and apparently she's made $200,000, 200K
Insane.
from selling her farts in mason jars. She started that. Now she's selling them as NFTs. So
Wow.
NFT usually is a digital file, a digital non-fungible token, as what NFTs stand for. And maybe they're these little digital farty illustrations if you're watching this on YouTube. But, and she's selling them for 0.05 Ethereum coins, a bit, what do you call it? Cryptocurrency, Ethereum cryptocurrency. So 0.05, which is roughly what, I don't know, 1,000? No. Ethereum is, I don't know how much Ethereums are worth now, but they're probably, that's 0.05, maybe like hundreds, a few $100 or something like that, maybe 100. I don't know.
Let's see here. I'm gonna do a currency exchange while you do that.
Okay, so yeah, she's selling it for that. But since the initial thought of her just selling $200,000 just from selling her farts in mason jars, it got me thinking, like, could she be conning people with this? Or are people like getting these jars, paying for it, getting them, opening them up, and then letting the fart smell out? And then there you go. It's all done.
And then it's done.
All over. Yeah. Or could you just sell the thought of having this lady's fart in a jar?
Fart jar.
And it's just a thought.
You know what? Okay, so first of all, today, at this moment, 0.05, so basically 5 cents Ethereum, is $158.43 US dollars.
Okay.
So it's $158 per whatever, NFT emoji, whatever. So, and I don't know how much I don't know. You can click on her site and see how much like each jar costs, like if you just bought it straight up. But man, I don't know, man, because this is crazy. Like, imagine it's like her and like all her family, like all of them eat a bunch of beans or like whatever, taco, whatever it is. And she's like, all right, guys, we just gonna eat a bunch of tacos, go fart in all these jars, or like just put fart in the air and then like quickly close the lid, right? Or maybe she's going around and bought, you remember those little capsules that people used to throw in like high school and middle school in the ground,
stink bombs,
and to make it stink. Yeah, maybe she's gone and bought a bunch of those and just like cracked one like in a little enclosed space and just like putting a jar in there for a minute and closing it up. Imagine. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think she could be conning people, but there's enough sickos in this world that like, yeah, I definitely want to buy somebody's farts. Like, what? I don't even get it, man. I don't even get it. I don't understand.
And then she said some digital fart jars are redeemable for real fart jars.
Wow.
Where are the real fart jars? That's where I want to know.
What?
I don't get it, So, yeah. $200,000 for some farts in a jar.
I am shook.
I'm
shook. Let's see. Her first batch of 97, each selling for $500, ended up selling out instantly. The second shipment selling for $1,000 also sold out. She said, Mato said she made approximately $200,000 total. Are you kidding me?
But what is she? Who is she? I don't even know who she is. I'm trying to find like an Instagram or something.
So let's see here. A customer of hers who asked only to be referred to as John told Insider why the product was so appealing. The 43-year-old financier, so he works in finance,
Mm-hmm.
who said he spent $1,000 on 2 fart jars, explained that it helped him feel a sense of closeness to
Come
this
on, man.
tomato. Said, I have a lot of fetishes, and one of them is that I like the smell of a woman. I like all the smells. John.
Yeah, you like all the smells, huh?
Wow.
Let's see.
I mean,
Here we
that's
go.
this
Wait, what? Okay,
doctor.
so
Wow.
here's a new one. This just came out 4 days ago. Reality star sells fart jar NFTs after flatulence hospitalizes her.
Yeah.
Huh?
It said the doctor didn't it say something like the doctors like diagnosed her with something? What did it say?
A heart attack after a heart attack scare and the urging the doctor, she's been forced to step back from her business of selling custom farts in jars. How do you get a custom fart? Come on, man. How do you get a custom fart?
It's probably like, hey, can you eat some tamales? You know, can you eat some pork like some greasy like Texas pork tamales, like South Texas pork tamales? Oh, can you have some pizza today? Oh, can you go out and get some ramen?
Here
Can you drink
go.
a boba tea?
Motto has been on the fart jar grind for a while. Based on her social media posts, I like to get things rolling with some beans, a protein muffin, sometimes a yogurt, some hard-boiled eggs. While I wait for those farts to develop, I like to read.
Wow.
Hey, okay. At this time, she was selling
One
fart
morning
jars.
she had 3 large servings of protein shakes. Oh my
Mm,
gosh.
mm, mm. So she gives flower petals and a handwritten note for $1,000. Oh man, come on, people. Okay,
See,
here's a video of her.
this is wow. Black beans, garbanzo beans. What is that? Oatmeal? I can't even. I'm shook. This is why they wanted to ban TikTok. This right here. What? So that's in a fart jar. She put the rose petals in there too.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for buying my fart.
All right. Uh, hmm.
I am shook. Jay, what are we doing, Jay? Like, what are we really? What are we doing? Like, we could be making millions. All we got to do is sell like our foot smell in a jar. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like a toe jam smelling candle. You know,
Naval lint.
navel
Uh,
lint. You could sell
naval
those
lint.
things, and there's ridiculously sick people in this world who will buy them.
Here we go.
You know,
There's another. Okay, so farting as a fetish has been around forever. Everyone's heard of James Joyce's love of his wife Nora's big fat fellows, long windy ones, quick little Mary cracks. That's interesting. I like that. Quick little Mary cracks. From his 1909 love letter to her, and has only gained steam in recent years with the rise of the content creator economy. Anything you can package or bottle and put in the mail is fair game for fetish performers, including the classic worn panties, but also pussy scented face mask, or, of course, gamer girl bathwater. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Some fart porn creators fake their performances with sound effects, pre-recorded farts, or air enemas. Air enemas.
I am
So
just.
they don't have to eat endless hard-boiled eggs to keep up with the demands of customers.
I'm
Motto
just.
apparently was doing this the hard way, curating each gas-induced meal by producing a custom bouquet for every customer and turning her body into a high-volume fart factory. It's good customer service for sure, but it's also a quick way to misery. As demand for the jars increased, she said on YouTube, it started getting harder to get those farts out the door, which is how she ended up in the hospital with chest pains.
Oh my gosh. I am just
Hey boy.
I'm shook, man. I'm like at a loss. I don't even understand. I don't even how. How? How? I don't get it, man. I don't.
What could we sell in a jar?
Literally anything. Maybe I should smell like smells of briskets and bacon in a jar after after I cook some. I just leave a couple jars like inside the brisket like cooler or whatever. What?
You should do that as a like just to test the waters out uh around April Fool's Day.
That would be funny, actually.
Just to test the waters out, just to see who would buy this.
Just post a. I should make a video. How about this? I'll make a video like smoking a brisket, and then I'll get like a mason jar
And
just
get
like
the
sit it
smoke
in,
just go.
and just like put
whiff
some
it in the
smoke in
cup.
there and close it up and be like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I'm selling that brisket flavor. Like what?
It's like each sale of Hooks, Rubs, and Spices comes with its own mason jar filled with the scent of a smoked brisket.
So you will know. So you will have an idea, or so you'll know what a perfectly cooked brisket, cooked and seasoned brisket will taste like.
Get the scent of a sweet smoked pork butt.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Man, it's absolutely wild. I gotta say, it's absolutely wild. The fact that this is a thing. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's unbelievable. But like it's almost like people are so bored with just looking at Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and just like so bored just in life that hey, let's come up with something like ridiculous, or let's come up with like a crazy fetish. You know what I'm trying to say? So I mean, there's always like these weird like foot fetishes and like all these other weird thing, whatever thing. But let's come up with the other fetishes like like the bathwater thing that you talked about, or like buying people's underwear, which we know has been a thing for a long time. People have that ability to buy that. Let's come up with buying people's farts. I don't.
Yeah, there's even
I don't understand, man.
So this wasn't not the first to utilize a fart for sale. It said that the film director Alex Ramirez Malice and his friends listed a year's worth of their recorded farts as NFTs. Mm-hmm. So they recorded their farts and sold
as NFTs. So people can buy the sound.
People could buy the sound of a fart.
So okay, so I got a question. I need you to explain to me what's an NFT. Like, what is it? I know it's called a non-fungible token, right? But like literally, like what?
So usually, what I can understand, and I don't know a whole lot about NFTs. I don't see the point in them, honestly. I know this is the way the future is going, from what I hear, like people like Gary V talking about. Okay. They're mostly digital files. Mm-hmm. And usually, I'm not going to even say usually because I'm still trying to learn myself. You could sell these things to people who obviously buy them. They'll lay sole ownership of that particular digital file, and you may be able to, I guess, still retain some rights, a percentage of the rights to that particular digital file.
Uh-huh.
I still don't know. I still don't truly understand the whole concept around just paying thousands of dollars, hundreds to thousands of dollars on even millions, as we talked about Beeple, the other guy who sold his work for like $63 million. I could just copy and paste this or do a screenshot and hey, I got it. Now, can they use these digital files to, I guess if somebody wanted to use it or lease it out as a some kind of advertisement? I don't know. I have no clue. That would make me understand a lot more and kind of, get a little bit more respect for it. But honestly, I have no clue what the NFT world is out about.
See, unique and non-interchangeable unit of data stored on a blockchain, a form of digital ledger. NFTs can be associated with reproducible digital files such as photos, videos, and audio. NFTs use a digital ledger to provide a public certificate of authenticity or proof of ownership, but do not restrict the sharing or copying of the underlying digital file. So you own it, right? And you could share it as much as you want. The lack of interchangeability, fungibility distinguishes NFTs from blockchain cryptocurrencies. NFTs have drawn criticism with respect to the energy cost and carbon footprint associated with validating blockchain transactions, as well as their frequent use in art scams. Further criticisms challenge the usefulness of establishing proof of ownership of an often extra legal, unregulated market. So it's not regulated at this point, obviously. But wow, man, I gotta say, Jay, I have some ideas for NFTs right now.
Okay.
I have some ideas for audio ones, for video ones, and then for digital photographs or whatever you want to call it, And I mean, looking at this cost of Ethereum, okay, 1 cent Ethereum is $31.69 US dollars as of today. I know that price changes, up and down, but I think Ethereum right now is let me see what it's done over the past year. So I think the highest it was back early November. Right now it's like in a good mid-range.
Okay.
So and I don't know about all these cryptocurrencies. I have one of my buddies who was like texting a few of us about them and saying, some about like buying one of the Bitcoins or Doggy Coin or something like that. I don't know.
Now see, I own some cryptocurrency and I still can't tell you
what the value is.
I know what the value of them are, but I still don't know. When they talk about crypto mining, I still don't understand what cryptocurrency mining is. And I remember when we had Melissa B on the show some years ago. She was really big into cryptocurrency and stuff like that. And I still don't understand. I'm looking at the list right now. Bitcoin is worth like $41,000 at the moment, and at one point it was worth like $75,000. And then 10-11 years ago it was like down at 8 cents. So
nobody knew what it was.
Nobody knew what it was. And Ethereum is, like you said, it was around $3,000 right now. And there's so many different cryptos getting moved about that you don't know which one is the best. Well, I ain't gonna say best. I still don't know how it is even used.
I
don't know what it is.
I think the thing is, all these blockchains or whatever. To me, I don't know. You don't take this as crypto finance, crypto finance advice, but to me, it would seem like maybe the safest bets are Bitcoin and Ethereum, because those are the two ones that you've heard of. It's sort of like we have like the US dollar, and then if somebody came out with the river, like the Louisiana dollar, like the crawfish dollar, is like, I'm not sure this crawfish dollar is something that you could use anywhere outside of a certain space or maybe ever. So
Right.
I'm gonna stick with the US dollar. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Uh-huh.
or like even when the euro came out, like the euro dollar came out, there was still question about like how valuable it was really until you really look in and say, okay, we have all these countries that are linked together that you can use this euro. Okay, it makes sense now. I would say it would probably make sense to stay with those. And it seems like this doggy coin or meme coin, whatever they call it, the Doge coin or
Mm-hmm.
meme coin, it seems like that has some traction as well. But then again,
Yeah.
is that just there for the memes?
It may be.
Is it just
It
fake?
may be. Because
But it all seems to have some value. I don't know.
Yeah, because I own some Dogecoin and some Shiba Inu.
Mm-hmm.
I own I own a
Isn't that the
lot of.
same thing? Isn't that the dog
Well,
that's on there?
that's the dog that's on there, but then there's two different types of coins. They're two different separate cryptocurrencies itself, and I own both because they started gaining traction after let's just say Elon Musk started tweeting about them, and then they started gaining traction, and then boom, they started falling. So they're not worth nearly as much as they were, let's say, since last year.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to gain some traction again? I have no idea. Predictions say no, but I'm going to hold on to them just in case, I guess.
Yeah.
But
See,
I don't even know how this. I
how it
don't know, man.
works.
It's just I don't know how it works. I know you could use it in stores, but I'm trying to see how I can explain this to share my misunderstanding of this whole thing.
Right?
I know when they talk about mining, they talk there. I'm trying to read up on this. They're talking about using like calculations and lots of math in a digital format to try to. Dude, I can't tell you. Hopefully, somebody listening to this can call in and talk about this in great detail because I'm totally lost.
That's what we really need. We really need somebody who can hop on here with us
And
and
say it in
explain it to us
layman's
again.
terms. Layman's terms.
Because I know Melissa B tried that, and that was like really probably like the first time we really heard of it or heard like an explanation, and I was still lost. And she was like, you need to join this like Coinbase and like all these other things. I was like, I don't know what's happening. Yeah. I really need somebody to lay it out to me in layman's terms. And if it sounds like something like throwing a few bucks at just to see what would happen, I would do it. And it did sound like that then, but I was still like, is this real or fake? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. It seems like it has traction. I know that you could pay for stuff on Venmo and what's the other one called? Cash App with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
There's places where you can go buy things like with Bitcoin, like go to stores or whatever. So I know it has traction, and especially as we get this like metaverse thing coming, started. I'm sure that will be a form of currency within the metaverse, because it's digital as well. So I don't know, man. It just seems like it's like, I don't know, it seems like it's fake, but it could be real, but it could be fake. It is real, but it sounds fake, but it could be real and it could be fake. I don't know.
It's both. Don't know.
Yeah, it's both. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with that. But all that being said, yeah, man, I am just sort of still taken aback that the fact that people can go out here and buy somebody farts.
Yeah.
Let alone spend $500
on some farts.
I wonder how much that financier spent on her NFTs. If the dude spent $500 just on like a jar of like stinky farts, like he could like still really feel connected to this lady by buying her NFTs and be like, you know what? I remember the smell of that fart.
Yes, it's like I had dinner with you that night.
It smelled like sugar diamonds. What?
Sugar diamonds.
I should make this shirt. I should make shirts into NFTs. I should make NFT, all kinds of stuff.
May as well try it. Somebody out there gonna.
You can make NFT of all those characters back there on your wall. Wait, over there on your wall. All those characters. Make a little NFT version. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no, I mean, I don't think there's any copyright infringement on anything right now. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. My wife was like, you should take some of your old work that you did and turn it into NFT. I'm like, I don't even know how that stuff works.
So there's apps you could buy. There's also, I think I might have followed an NFT page on our Instagram. Let's see. I think I did. Let's see. NFT. By the way, # Blackout Pod. Let's see. Oh, okay. So did I? I don't think. Maybe I did. NFT money. There's NFT. Okay, so NFT. Just at NFT. We follow that. And that is the one that's the verified account on there. I'm sure we could follow that, and we can figure out how to do it. See, Disney's creating its own metaverse. Samsung opens up an immersive store in the metaverse. 100 NFT collections surpassed $20 billion in volume. Bored Ape NFT sells for 1 cent Ethereum, $32. And it's literally just a picture of this Bored Ape. That's it. $32. Just that picture. That's it. So Jay.
Okay, I'm gonna search it this. I'm gonna research it this week, and I'm gonna try to throw some. I'm gonna see if I can find some of my old work and just throw it online, just to see.
Yeah, I think
bid on it.
It's a possibility. You sell it for like, I mean, even if you sell it for like what 0.01 cents Ethereum, that's still $3.
Well, I think you could set it up to where people could bid on it.
Yeah, so, even that.
Yeah. So what's 0.75 Ethereum? What is that? Here,
0.75. Oh, that's a good chunk of change right there. Because if 5 cents is 100 and something bucks, 75 cents Ethereum, that's $2,300, $2,376.
Yeah. Okay.
Imagine. I mean, this is what I'm thinking, man. Like, it's like, for you, it's like some of your work that you did that you're like, you know what? I'm never gonna put this like in an art show. Like, this was just like some random scribble drawing that I did.
Wow.
I don't really want it. It's
like, this is scary. This is scary. When we're talking about this, something just popped on my phone from Instagram.
Oh, of course.
It says Nike Jordan NFT started following you.
Is that?
It says.
There you go. But think about it though, man. Like, this is obviously probably not connected with Michael Jordan at all, right? Probably not. Because I'm seeing that too. But it's all these images of like Jordan 1s, Ooh, dang, that purple and white one though, that's pretty dope. But yeah, I mean, just imagine though, like imagine you go on there, go on there, you buy it. Oh yeah, that OpenSea. I think that's the one that OPENSEA. I think that's the one that we follow. Open, or maybe I followed it on my own account. Yeah, we followed it. Here, that's OpenSea is the largest marketplace for NFTs. Create, buy, sell, and discover digital goods. And I'm pretty sure the OpenSea app is free. So I think you create your own NFTs on there for free. Yeah, so it's crazy, man. There's some weird stuff out there. But you know what though, man? If I find a way to make that, because this is the thing. As we get older, and our kids start to grow up, this is stuff that our kids are into now or are getting into or are learning about in school or something like that. And so this is going to be like the Google and the YouTube and the Instagram for our kids. It's going to be, this is going to be more like the, like Black Planet for our kids. Because as this grows in popularity, it's going to pivot and become something totally different. There's going to be like a new Mark Zuckerberg type of person that comes out, or a new Elon Musk person that comes out that takes this to a whole different level than it really started as. So even though Black Planet is probably like maybe not the best example of something that was taken and really taken off, because that flamed out a lot compared to NFTs, which seem to be going up, and Bitcoin, all that stuff. This is all this stuff, man. So really, as our kids learn about this, I could probably ask my son about it. He's 13. He could probably tell me more about it than us doing research in a week. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, this is very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll download OpenSea right now.
I'll see what dang, so much to learn about this stuff.
It's true. Oh, there's NFT creator, Coinbase, which I need to re-download. Do you still have that Coinbase thing?
Yeah, I still have. What do I have? I use Coinbase, and let's see, Coinbase and Robinhood for my crypto stuff. I probably should have just used one, but
your crypto wallet or whatever.
Yeah, I think Coinbase
is the wallet.
Maybe
that's where you can buy and sell them within.
Yeah, I could buy and sell whatever I want. Yeah. So
yeah. There's a browser, an NFT browser. Like, come on, man. All this stuff is out there. We just need to learn it, Learn. Oh, there's even an app, Learn NFT, Learn Bitcoin, Learn Crypto. There's an app for that. There's an app for all this stuff, man. It's so crazy. So I don't know, man. This is one of those things, like, this is almost like one of those passive income scenarios. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Where you can create these NFTs. You can say, you can have it up there listed where people can buy it multiple times from the same listing, I believe. So, you don't just sell one picture at once. You sell one picture, like people just keep buying that same image, and just income that just flows in. And I guess at some point you decide when you want to cash in some of that money for real money, and how that works. I'm not sure. I have a friend whose son used to go to school with my son. They're really good buddies. This guy's name is Jack, and his Instagram is like Jack Daw Folk Art. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of shows and stuff like that down there in Fort Worth. And yeah, man, a lot of his pictures that he does, I'd be surprised if he doesn't sell them as NFTs already, because they're perfect to translate. Because most of them are just like black and white, either like pen or marker or pencil. Mm-hmm. And they look like they would be easily transferable into digital format to where he could sell them. Because I know he does really well selling at the shows that he goes to.
Right.
So it's interesting. I think somebody like you and your wife, somebody like that guy, you guys can create this artwork right away. Like you could do that because you already have it like stacked in portfolios, or maybe on your computer, something like that. So I don't know, man. It's worth it. Make a fart jar NFT.
I don't know.
You know what I remember? This one that you did, an animation that you did, was like, it was like an alleyway with like some graffiti on the wall and like some trash blowing by.
That was back in 2003 from my senior project.
Yeah,
senior
it was a long
thesis.
time ago.
Very long time.
Yeah,
ago.
I remember that. I remember that, and I'm like, dude, you could digitize that into like a 16-bit format. If you just did like a snapshot, or obviously make it into a video, or just leave it as it is.
That's not a bad
turn
idea.
That into an NFT.
I gotta find that file. That was a long time ago. That was on the zip. That was on the zip drive, dude.
Yeah, I remember it. Man.
I don't have a zip drive anymore.
Nah, I remember that. It was so back in the day. Wow. Well, okay, selling farts.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, definitely make a note of that. Selling farts to risking it all. Risking it all. So obviously, some of these people are risking it all by buying these NFT farts, right? Because I really truly think that, you never know what's going to come out of that jar whenever you open it up. You know what I'm trying to say? You never
opening Pandora's box.
it is definitely a Pandora's box, to say the least. And it's sort of scary. It's sort of scary, what could come out of that jar. But from that also to risking it all for movies, video games, um, music. So we posted something this week, and it's a let's see if I can. Oh no, my computer will take forever to get there. Anyway, it was like a blank Sony CDR, 700 megabyte.
Right.
It was a black Sharpie. It was a Dell like desktop computer tower, and then the LimeWire logo, and it said, "If you know, you know." And back in back in the early 2000s, this site LimeWire showed up, or this app or software, whatever it is, showed up, along with Napster. I'm sure those were the two biggest ones, BitTorrent, BitCurrent, all those things. And you could go on there and basically illegally pirate music,
Oh, yeah.
software, movies, videos. And really, it wasn't illegal then because there was no law connected to it, right?
Yeah, not at the
people
time.
just did it. Not at the time. And I mean, really, you were definitely risking like getting a virus on your computer.
Oh, yeah.
You're risking your whole computer shutting down. You're risking getting arrested. Because I'm sure there's millions of people out there who downloaded things off of there.
Yep, I was one of them.
Yeah.
I was one of them.
So let's see, we posted that picture. I know that you said that you ended up with one of two things, a virus or a Soulja Boy Superman song. And then another guy, MXM Williams, said, I got so many viruses from that.
Yep.
Yeah, and I did too. I remember that. So what are some things that you remember maybe downloading from LimeWire or Napster, or thinking about or allegedly download?
Since this is way back in the day, in my young days, I can tell you, not just from LimeWire, but from a lot of these sites back in the day that used to have music and albums. That is how I made extra money at college.
Oh, yeah?
I would get all of these albums before release date, and I would sell them on campus.
Wow.
And get
like back of your trunk? Pop
my
backpack.
Trunk? My backpack.
Backpack, yeah. Okay, yeah. You scaled up the backpack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I could remember what were my big sellers. Mystical's I think it was the Tarantula album. Eminem's Marshall Mathers LP. Let's see, what else? What else was a big seller?
Wow.
For me.
Did you have the Chronic? Did you sell the Chronic back then? That was 2000.
No, the Chronic 2001 came out.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that came out. I think it came out 2001. I don't think I sold that one. But yeah, anyway, there was a lot that used to come out.
Yeah.
And of course, I utilized my school's T3 cable connection.
Yes, that T3.
The T3, baby. And that's how I got all my music, because trying to download a full album on 56K at your home,
take
AOL, nah, it ain't happening. So I used to get at least 5 to 10 albums within a short time at school, just sitting in class, sitting in the computer lounge, just downloading everything.
Just go home and burn them like crazy.
Yep, that's exactly right. Did that. Wow. Made some money. I even started to migrate over to like LSU and sell a couple of albums over there.
Dang, yeah.
And or I just say other colleges. Yeah. So it was some fun times. Definitely some fun time. And you know how I used to advertise? I had these little mini speakers that were like probably this big, about maybe what 2 or 3 by, let's just say 3
Yeah,
by 3, like
little
a little
tiny
block.
speakers.
Yeah, little tiny speakers. And I had my CD player in my backpack, and I connected those tiny speakers to my CD player in my backpack. And as I was walking through, let's just say the what do you call it? The student union, the student whatever it was, little place where everybody gathered, that, or just walking around campus, I would play the new music in my backpack so some people could hear it, and people would stop me and they'd say, "What's that song you playing?" Like, it's the new whatever.
It's
It's
that
like,
new danger.
yeah, and I was like,
Unmissable.
I got it for like $10 if you want to buy it. Don't come out until like next week, maybe 2-3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's how I used to make extra money, and
Man,
I did risk it. I did risk because I wasn't supposed to be downloading stuff on the school computer.
Yeah.
And if record companies would have got wind to that, it's possible I could have got that cease and desist or something like that.
Yeah, you'd have been that one dude who they
I'd have been that one dude
who YouTube. The thing is, you weren't downloading YouTube music. That's the thing.
No.
YouTube was I think YouTube was the one who first
YouTube, Metallica for Napster.
Metallica, for Napster, yeah. Those were like the two bands that really like set it off for the music industry to try to like put a stop to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So wow, yeah, man, that's wild, man. That's cool. Yeah, I remember you sent me a CD. I can't. So some like it's I think I just remember like part of the title said "Music to Make Love to Your Old Lady" by something like that.
Oh yeah,
so,
that I think I had an extra one of those. Did I have an extra one? Was that an official CD or was that
no? It was like a burn CD.
It was a burn CD. Anyway, yeah, that was a good album. I actually bought that album. I didn't download it.
Yeah. Either way, it was good. I remember that. I probably still have it in my CD case. Where my CD case is around here, I have it somewhere. It's probably still sitting there. Yeah, man, that's wild. I'm trying to remember. I remember when I was in college using the same T3 connection. In my dorm room, I was just like, whatever, man. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna watch whatever this new movie is. So download the new movie, watch it, delete it, and then even like music. I normally didn't get full albums, because I think at one point I realized that back then when you bought a CD, there was like one or two good songs, like the single you heard on the radio and maybe like one other song. And then there was a third song that was good enough for you to like it, but it was like you only had to be in a mood to like it. So I would just download a handful of songs and like just make a bunch of mixes, a bunch of mixed burn CDs. Every now and then, if it was like Jay-Z, like the Blueprint and stuff like that, I'd download the whole thing. But I think I eventually bought that one. Or maybe the Blueprint 2 was the one I bought. Blueprint 1 is the one I downloaded. But, I remember doing that. So, yeah, music and movies. That was like the main thing. Just new movies or maybe if not new movies, then like movies that, were older movies that, you'd have to go to the Blockbuster video or like I had to go buy them,
I remember you introduced me to this software. It was a site, but it was it kind of took you on a scavenger hunt. So I think it was called Hotwire. Hotwire. That's what it was called.
Hotwire?
It's not there anymore because it's changed. Because now Hotwire is something else. I think it's
Hotwire
like a travel site now.
Yeah,
something like that. But Hotwire back then, it was for like all kinds of illegal software and movies.
Hotbot.
Was it Hotbot? Was that
Hotbot?
Okay.
Hotbot was a search engine owned by Lycos, and it was like I think it was Hotbot.
I think it was Hotwire.
Hotwire?
I think that's what it was. That's what I'm almost, because it's not there anymore. It's something else. I'm almost positive it was Hotwire.
Content. Let's see here. I don't know, man. I don't know.
This was like early 2000s, but anyway, you introduced me to it, and this thing you had to go on damn near scavenger hunt and get codes and
Yeah.
sign up for stuff just to be able to get to the point where you could download that software.
Yeah.
And then like probably
Kazaa.
I remember that too. I
Remember
remember that
that?
too. Yeah. But yeah, like half the time you wouldn't even get the software you needed. It didn't even work
Yeah,
right.
because it
That's
would
where I
be
got
like
my
a broken
first
file or something.
yeah, that's where I got my first version of Photoshop from. Trying to illegally download that. So
Nice.
it was good old days, man. Good old days. Now kids
Yeah.
have everything at their disposal.
Yeah. I would download video games off there too. I remember like in my computer, I had one of those like you remember like those gateway computers where they would have like
Mm-hmm.
Mark John Joseph or what that little black dude was on the computer,
Yeah.
or on the commercials. Like I would download stuff on my whack gateway computer. Um, but no, man, I remember that and what
32
is it? I remember
gigabytes.
Kazaa. But yeah, the one you were talking about, you would go in there and yeah, you would have to go through like all these different links to try to get the one like the file that you wanted, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And
Yep.
sometimes it would be a broken file, but then I can't remember if it was Kazaa or LimeWire or that one. There was somewhere like it would say like, 100 results, right? And out of the 100 results, they would have like a green dot next to it if it was like good,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was a red dot if it was like broken or maybe
Yeah.
not working,
Yeah.
or corrupt or whatever. So I remember that, man. Oh man, that was so fun back in the day. It was so fun.
It's good
I
times,
think
man.
that's where I ended up initially getting like my first emulator from, like one of those apps.
Mm-hmm.
Like the NES emulator or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of ROMs. So man, I remember that. Those were the
Good time.
days.
Good times.
That was wild, man. That was wild. And
Risking it all.
you're risking it all for your computer. And I remember having a couple of programs on there just like that too, just like your editing program. But it was just almost like, you know what? I don't have enough money to go buy this. It was like $500, and my job wasn't paying enough at the time for me to do that and like live, So I was like, I'm gonna just go and risk it on this crazy website. Yeah, man, that was a fun time. But I don't know, like it was like it was like crazy in my school. So I'm sure at your school is just the same. People hopping on there and buying all this stuff until you saw like the court case about it, and then it was like, okay,
I don't even remember why I stopped.
yeah,
I think because I just wasn't getting any. Maybe music was just like not. I don't know. I have no clue why I stopped, but it just came to like a screeching halt. I
yeah,
just stopped selling everything, and then
yeah,
I just had like a bunch of CDs just chilling in my room.
yeah. I know we did a clean out like maybe like last summer, maybe
Mm-hmm.
the summer before last, like during COVID summer. I know we did like a clean out, and I found like a couple of those containers of like 50 CDs that are just like burn CDs. I was like, what am I gonna do with this? You know, like there's
Wow.
really nothing to do with it. And I think my daughter was like, "What's this? Why are there all these CDs? Is this all music? Are these all DVDs?" And I was like, "They're just empty." And she couldn't grasp the concept, obviously, because she's just too young to really know what that is. So I don't know, man. But there's a lot of things that we would risk it all to put on those computers, knowing good and well, probably deep down in the back of our mind that it was maybe illegal or something something like that. But yeah, we've ceased and desists did it at this point.
Indeed.
Wow. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Indeed.
indeed. Yeah. I don't know, man. That's wild. So, well, yeah. What else do we have? I have to say something real quick, man. I had to say that I am rooting for your New Orleans Saints in the playoffs, which which is one of those things. Just because I'm a Giants fan and they looked horrible. They look horrible this year. They look like they shouldn't even, you know, They shouldn't even like have been in the NFL. It's almost like
Eh,
in professional soccer when they needed to get
That's
moved
funny.
down a level.
That's crazy.
But I know
Speaking
your
of the
Saints
Giants,
scraped
man,
way in. Uh-huh.
my son has a teacher that used to play for the Giants.
What?
Yeah, he played for the Giants, and shucks. No, I'm not done yet.
What's his name?
I don't know. Go
We close.
close, almost close the door. Close the door, boy. Yeah. What is his name? Let me hold on. I forgot his name. My son just told me about it the other day because the schedule, like I guess the schedule changed now that it's a new year. Kadron Boone. Kadron Boone, Boone. So he used to play for the Giants and the shucks. Who else? The Lions? Did he play for the Lions?
Let me see this dude. So
It's-
he played. He played with. Looked like he played with Odell.
Okay.
He's actually followed by one of the former TCU players that I follow. So
Okay, he played with
that's
the
interesting.
Eagles and the Giants. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So now he's teaching technology at my son's school. So
LSU.
yeah.
LSU dude. So yeah, he played with Odell at LSU. That's crazy.
Okay. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, cool. You know.
You know
So
what? He played with Odell, and then that TCU guy that I talked about that follows him also played with both of them at LSU until he transferred to TCU. Okay. I see. That's crazy, man. That's wild.
yeah.
We're cool,
Yeah.
man. We're good.
Yeah. But yeah,
Hopefully,
I thought that was a cool little nugget
yeah.
of info. But yeah, Saints. It didn't look too pretty at the start, but and it's something right now. They're
Yeah.
playing Atlanta today. Let's see, today's Sunday. Yeah, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Well,
we'll
this is the
see what
thing.
happens.
I think they're in the playoffs. Like I think they're in the playoffs without a doubt. I don't think they have to win to stay in type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I think that's the case. And let me see here. And yeah, I think they're going in as like the last oh wait, no. Playoff hopes are on the line.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So let's see here.
Yeah.
Saints.
And I think Winston
matchup.
is back. Jameis Winston is back.
Is he?
I think so. From what I remember seeing, I could be wrong though.
The Saints need to win. They need to beat the Falcons, and the Rams have to beat the 49ers for them to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully they can win. And get in.
Let's see. Yep. So Carson Well, blah 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 blah. He's ahead of schedule, and we have to hold him.
Yeah. If I were the Saints, I would not play Jameis today. If he would even if he's cleared to come back, unless he's the best option out there.
Because even what's my other guy's name? Freaking Swiss Army knife for the team.
Yeah, Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. He's been playing with a freaking broken finger, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Because Taysom was like third string?
You had
third string quarterback.
Yeah, he's the second, and you had another dude.
Yeah, that he got hurt.
Who played well for like a game, and then he got hurt.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man.
We'll see. We shall see. If they don't make it, I'm not gonna be like super disappointed. I'll just be like, okay, we got next year. Yeah. A little bit more restructuring got to do in the off season. So
yeah, it's this is the thing, man. Y'all see the Giants went through this a few years ago when Eli retired. And he was obviously like great in 2 seasons, and then the rest of them he was sort of like he was either like really good or he was okay or he wasn't good. But like when when you have a legend or a leader of your franchise retire, like a lot of times, that next season is pretty tough. And y'all had Drew
Right,
Brees all
right, right.
world. The Patriots got lucky. I guess Tom Brady, left, and then they had like a bad year last year. But then this year they drafted that guy out of Alabama who's done really well. So, and it's really hard when you have a legend or a legendary style player retire and then try to replace that guy, especially if he's a quarterback, because he's the one that makes the whole thing go. So yeah, man. Hopefully they win. Hopefully win. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I don't really like the 49ers, so hopefully y'all win. The Rams win. The sad part is you'll have to go into the playoffs and play probably like, the highest available seed that doesn't have a bye the first week. So that's going to be tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Giants looking sad. The Texans looking sad. Deshaun Watson, they just need to figure out if they're going to trade him and just be done with it or not, or just straight up cut him. Problem is there's no trial yet for his potential like female situation that he has going on. So who knows? Like that may come to nothing or get thrown out, whatever it is, and then he will have value in the league again. So I don't know, man. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen with that one. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But whatever. So good luck to the Saints. It's gonna be a piece together, but good luck to the Saints.
All
Anyhow,
right.
oh, real quick, we saw the new Spider-Man this week.
Okay,
loved it.
That's what I'm hearing. Great. Everybody's loving it.
Yeah. You hadn't seen it yet, huh?
Not yet. We want to. We really want to. I just don't like going to crowded theaters. Period. Before or after pandemic.
Yeah, so. I know what you mean. I'm gonna tell you what, we saw it. Well, we saw it on Monday, and yeah, we saw it on a Monday, evening, and it was pretty empty. Like we could have, like if back in the day when you had to pick your own seats, we could have picked almost anywhere we wanted to sit. There's probably like 20 total people in this theater of like I don't know how many chairs, 300 chairs, whatever it is.
Right.
It was nice. So I'd say if you go, go on an off time and an off day if you can.
That's probably what I'm thinking about doing. Just going at just an oddball time. We used to go like early on Sunday mornings, where the tickets were like $4 or $5.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we went somewhere.
Yeah.
Went to the movie. So.
Yeah. Understandable. Well, on that note, I guess we might as well go ahead and get out of there. I think that's all we got.
For sure. All right, people. Another episode 206.
Yeah.
Down and out. Hashtag Blackout Pie is where you can find us Twitter and Instagram. Check us out on all your favorite streaming apps. Wherever you stream wherever you stream podcasts
where
from.
You stream platforms.
Whatever platform you stream podcasts from. Email us, #blackoutpod@gmail.com. Give us a little ring-a-ling at 385-3BLKPC or 385-325-2572. Let us know if you would sell your farts or any other bodily function or fluid or whatever. Sell your burps. Let us know right there. Let us know what you think about that.
I'm going to sell this disgusting butter rum muffin as an NFT.
You could. Just put it on a little turntable and have it turn in a circle. Oh, you should let it mold over and have some fungus growing. People would probably enjoy that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's weirdos out there. That's true.
Yeah. Hooksrub.com. So you can find your Hooks Rub. Be on the lookout for those
that meat
those jars filled with brisket smell around April time. Get that as an NFT or an actual jar full. So
yeah.
So you have it. Another episode.
There you
Hashtag
have
Blackout Pod. You guys stay safe in the new year.
Yes, indeed.
All that other good stuff. Have a
Yeah.
great new year.
That candy bacon shirt. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah, look at that candy bacon.
Let's go.
That is so tasty.
There's even a little piggy down at the bottom in the corner.
Mm.
Love it. Yeah, stay safe in this new year. You know, crazy people out there.
Lots.
You know, watch out for people on the streets peddling farts,
Mm.
and CDs out their backpack,
Mm.
and you know,
say man, I
illegal
got them
content.
burrito farts for sale. Got them burrito farts for sale.
I'm telling you, man, they're like literally anything. You can buy anything. There's websites in this world where you could just buy.
What if people started like selling like them little baggies that you sell weed in? Just have a bag of fart.
Just a dime bag. A dime bag of farts.
Dime bag of farts, man.
Oh my gosh. I have a bunch of those bags here.
There you go.
I'll send them to you if you want some.
No, I'm good. Nah, I'm fine.
I mean, I use them for seasoning, but I could definitely send them to you for whatever flatulence you want to pack in there.
Yep.
Oh man,
you
could sell images of illegally burnt CDs as an NFT. Somebody's gonna buy it. There's nostalgia people out there who will buy it.
I am sure somebody will.
Man, wow, that's crazy.
Pretty good.
All right,
Pretty
well,
good.
on that note,
we blacking out.
Peace.